It wasn't smooth, it wasn't easy, but Gilas Pilipinas got the job done nonetheless in Cambodia, once again sitting on their throne as the kings of SEA Games basketball as they deal the host nation an 80-69 beatdown in the gold medal match. Let's go all out on this Gilas victory with none other than head coach Chot Reyes joining us live via Zoom. Good evening, Coach Chot, and congratulations. Maraming salamat for being back here on the show.
Thank you, Andre, and good evening sa iyo and to all your viewers.
Coach, maraming salamat ulit. Yung gold medal, nandiyan ba? Pakita natin yung gold medal. The other day,
Sa players lang yun, let them enjoy that. Yeah.
Si Marshall Lassiter, we had him right after you won and he was just flashing, birthday niya pala nun. Pero Coach, after that heartbreak in Hanoi, a lot has been said. How sweet is this one and how does it feel getting that gold medal back for the Philippines, Coach Chot?
Well, first of all, big sense of relief and really happiness. First of all, for the players because they really were the ones who put in the effort, and of course, happy for the country, the POC, PSC, SBP, for being able to get back the gold medal that we've long been winning over the past few years. So that's syempre masaya yung pakiramdam na yun.
Coach, you lost to Cambodia in the group stages. And of course, that was really a heartbreaking loss. And we all know that they fielded in a lot of naturalized players, by my count, 6. But syempre, ayaw naman natin magbigay ng excuses. Tapos about sabi din ni Marcio, and it has been the issue, yung flooring doon, tapos yung heat, diba? Dehydrated si Justin. But what was the main reason why Gilas lost, or was it a combination of all those factors that I just enumerated, Coach?
Ayoko na, baka sabihin ng coach ng kalaban na nagbibigyan na naman ng excuse. No, I was just speaking facts. Really, the main reason was Justin was severely dehydrated. Justin Brownlee was severely dehydrated in the match. The kind of it's not only the heat and humidity, but it was I call it the suffocating temperature or the denseness. Ang bigat ng hangin. That was the way he described it. It was the air was so heavy that he literally couldn't breathe. After just 1 or 2 trips down the floor, hindi na talaga siya makahinga, and that led him to be severely dehydrated. And you saw it naman, di ba? We did not see the real Justin Brownlee in that match. So that's the first. Secondly, it was our second game under those conditions, with that floor, with that kind of heat. We played the day before, a couple of days before, but there was the stadium was not as jam-packed as it was when we played Cambodia. So it was very different. People are going to say we all played under the same conditions, but remember, yung Cambodia, their 3 main men played in the 3x3.
Correct.
The week before.
Correct.
So sanay na sila. They were, and if you watch the 3x3 competitions, of the 4-man lineup, the 4th player was a local Cambodian. He never played. The one that played were the 3 naturalized players, and they played without relief. So sanay na sila sa conditions na yun. They were very accustomed to playing in that heat under those conditions. Sa atin, we were not as used to it. But as you see, as the tournament progressed, as our players got acclimatized, I felt we played better and better nung nasanay na tayo sa ganung klaseng sitwasyon.
Coach, pero after naman nun, actually, true story, sinabi ko din kay Marcio to eh. And I was telling people, I even told Pauline, sabi ko, mag-goal tong Gilas. Kasi nakita ko nung Indonesia, sabi ko gusto bumawi. And then, nag-regroup nga kayo. Ano yung mga adjustments, Coach? Kasi I'm sure, kumbaga, triggered na yung mga players eh. Even just reading social media, di ba? Ang daming kasing comments, so on and so forth. Kita mo sa itsura ng mga players. But ikaw, Coach, being at the helm, how did you make sure everything was in order and use that motivation towards getting that gold medal in the end? What adjustments did you make?
First of all, the players needed very little motivation. the coach of Cambodia already did that job for us. He was the one who motivated our players because of his actuations in that elimination round game. That's number one. But technically, as a coaching staff, we already decided even before the tournament that we are going to play the elimination round in a certain way, and we are going to play the semifinals and the finals in a different way, because we wanted to make sure that we don't divulge all of our cards in the eliminations, because we knew all we had to do was to win 2 games in the elims,
Yeah.
and we would get to the playoff.
Correct.
And the must-win game really was the semifinal match. Yun talaga yung must-win to get to the gold medal match. So we already planned it na that we will do some things that the things that we will do in the playoffs, we will not show that in the elimination round. So it's too technical in nature. Kung hihimayin natin dito, it will take a lot of time. But suffice it to say that that was the mindset and the tactical plan going in.
Okay lang sa akin, Coach. Take as much time as you want. Okay lang sa akin. Maraming nanonood nito.
Yeah, so there's a lot of things with our defense and a lot of things with our offense as well.
Yeah. Coach.
And then the final piece was, we made sure that Justin was very well hydrated and recovered. We did a lot of recovery. We did pool work. I don't know if you see the post of the other players. We made them go to the pool and a lot of other things. Day-long, 24-hour hydration protocols. Ang dami naming ginawa talaga to make sure that what happened in the elimination round does not happen in the playoffs.
Coach, social media. Kasi ang dami ng, kumbaga lahat ng pwedeng masabi, nasabi na sa'yo. Alam mo yan, di ba? Everything has been thrown right to you. Kahit ano, magsalita ka, hindi ka magsalita, may sasabihin at may sasabihin. How do you block out all the noise, especially from social media, Coach, and still, in a way, be active on it?
I just very simple. I deactivated my Twitter account and my Facebook accounts. Eh, yun naman talaga yung pinaka-toxic in dalawang yun eh. I still have my Instagram because I need it for my business. I do a lot of team and leadership development work, right? And my LinkedIn is still there. But if you will notice, even in my Instagram account, I turned off the comments, so you cannot comment. So I use it for other purposes. So yun lang. I physically, literally, logged out of social media, and it's really wonderful, peaceful feeling. So whatever comes to my attention from social media, especially a lot of our vloggers and bloggers out there who are saying things, I just get it secondhand information from hearsay, so it doesn't affect me. That's number one. Number two is just I have ang tagal ko na dito. I've been in this business for so long that I have trained myself to just really to focus on the things that matter. And a lot of the things in social media is just that. It is noise. It's just noise. It's just a distraction, right? And a lot of times people don't really know what they're talking about. They really don't know what's going on. And I hope I would respect people even if they are different opinions from mine. Even if they are contradicting me, I have no problem about it. My problem is when people talk about things that they absolutely have no knowledge about. So, but then again, like I said, those people naman don't matter. Whatever they are saying, they don't matter in the things that we do. So we just keep our circle tight among the people who matter, and hopefully we are able to continue to do our job.
Coach, yung public enemy number 1 ng Pilipinas, yung head coach ng Cambodia, si Harry Savaya, he made headlines because of his antics, his comments. He even had a parting shot at you. I'm sure nabasa mo yun, Coach. And, he said, pertaining to you, blame the weather, he blamed everything, he blamed the players. I don't do that. I can teach him if he wants about coaching in Europe and everywhere, the places that he's never been. What can you say about him and these comments? And, yun, kasi nakita ko din towards the end, you still shook his hand. What can you say about Cambodia coach Harry Savaya, coach?
Well, a lot of people were telling me that sana hindi ko na raw siya kinamayan, sana nag-time out ako. But if other people want to act like blank, like if other people want to act like jerks, let them act like jerks. But we are not that. We are not going to be. We're not going to do that thing, because for us in Gilas, we always talk about playing the game the right way, and there is a way that we're very proud of doing that. So whatever it is, even his comments on teaching me, well, I don't even have to reply to that. I don't want to stoop down to that level. I know my place in the coaching echelon, and it's so beneath me to comment on what he said, except for me to say that maybe he's still hallucinating. Maybe the heat in their venue got too much to him. So hopefully by today he's already awakened. Sana nagising na siya and he realizes that he lost. That's it. It's plain and simple. He may have won the elimination round game, but he lost in the game that matters most.
Gusto pa nga magpa-interview.
That's all I have to say.
Yeah, nag-message pa sa akin. Sabi niya, where's my interview? But of course, ba't ko siya interview? And nag-silver naman sila. Coach, you also said that this particular SEA Games in Cambodia is your last. Why?
I really think that the Southeast Asian Games has to be a developmental venue for our younger players, and in that same vein, younger coaches as well. We have to develop, because otherwise, our collegiate superstars, saan pa sila makakalaro, di ba? If even in the Southeast Asian Games, we are relying on the pros and all that. I mean, make no mistake about it. Lunchtime kanina, I visited the PBA office. There was a board governors meeting. I went there personally to thank them for their support. We wouldn't have done this without the support of the PBA. And of course, thank all the players who went out of their way to make themselves available. But really, I think the Southeast Asian Games is a venue for the younger players, and I think given the right time, the proper preparation, players, maybe a naturalized player to complement them, I think we can still beat, as long as it is the Southeast Asian Games.
Yes.
And I know that there was a meeting by the organizers that they're going to take a look at the eligibility rules, because just to be very honest about it, we played Cambodia, but there was no Cambodian in the team that we played, right? So I have nothing against naturalized players, but I think we have to limit, and we have to abide by the FIBA rules, because FIBA is the world governing body for basketball. So whatever the FIBA rules are, sana yun ang sundan natin. Otherwise, we're going to have this situation where I don't think it's good for the region. I don't think it's good for the Southeast Asian Games that the time will come that we're going to find all non-Southeast Asians in the competitions. Not only basketball, but also in the other sports,
yes.
right? So that's just my thought. I might be wrong again, but that's you're asking me my thoughts.
Thank you, Coach, for answering that. Pero yun nga, pero hindi ba, won't that work against us, Coach? Dahil since yun nga, yung other teams medyo nagpapalakas na, ang dami nang naturalized sa Indonesia, to sa Cambodia, teams are, kumbaga, reinforcing. So, di kaya matatamaan tayo nun kung babalik tayo dun sa developmental, yung puro mga bata ulit yung papadala natin?
No, you will be surprised. I think we can really put together a very competitive team. But they have to train. Parang ginawa ng Indonesia, di ba? They trained, they went to camp for I think a month or two, playing tune-up games. They put up camp in Australia. They played so many tune-up matches. I think if you put a team of our younger players, maybe not all college players, maybe some of the younger pros or younger commercial players, together and train, I think we can also do that. And if the rule is one naturalized player only, then have one naturalized player. And I think we can compete. But like I said, it has to be the real Southeast Asian games,
Tama.
really Southeast Asians. So I think if that's the case, then we might have, I think we will still be competitive.
Coach, 99 days away na lang tayo from the 2023 FIBA Basketball World Cup. Any updates on the team's preparation? Sorry, alam kong kakagaling mo lang sa SEA Games. But then again, reality is malapit ng World Cup. Can you give us updates, Coach?
Yeah, first of all, we're planning to resume practice on June 1. June 1st is the target start for reconvening everyone and starting practice. And then we're even while we were even while we were in Cambodia, we were arranging details for our European camp, the tour, to be able to play European tune-up games, European friendlies, because that's going to be very, very important in our build-up. So when right now, since we still do not have the final details in place, we have no announcements to make. But hopefully, when things get more concrete, then we can have a better idea. So right now we're just calling everyone in to make themselves available and to prepare to start practicing on June 1.
Coach, sports fans and netizens across different social media platforms in CNN Philippines, ang daming gusto magtanong sa'yo. Okay lang ba, Coach? Sagutin natin. Let's take a look. Coming from Facebook, ito. Silipin natin kung lalabas na. Yan. Will he still coach TNT Tropang Giga after the World Cup, especially after Coach Gilas won the last Governor's Cup?
That's a great question, right? I really don't know. And however, we are, like I said, I was with the PBA board and the PBA commissioner this afternoon, and we are already talking about preparations for the Asian Games, which is going to be after the World Cup. Because that only then will after the Asian Games will the next PBA season start. I mean, I think that's the plan, and I hope I'm not preempting the PBA in this discussion. But I really don't know, because even my own situation, I'm really not sure what I want to do after the World Cup, because, to be very honest, Andre, this is really taking a huge toll on me emotionally, physically, psychologically, not only on me, but even my family. And I had really considered just, calling it quits altogether, even after the Southeast Asian Games. Except, I made a commitment, I made a promise to the SBP, to our country, and to the players that we're going to see this through, at least until the World Cup. And then we'll see after that. Whether I will coach talk and text, that's still a discussion that Mr. Ricky Vargas, Boss MVP, and myself are having, Mr. Alpan Lillo. But the only thing I can say is that I have a live contract still with Talk and Text as the head coach for 2 more years. We have a very, very good relationship. In fact, we're leaving tomorrow for our team incentive, our bonus. We're all going to get together in Hong Kong. So we'll have a lot of talks and discussions. But right now, it's too early to tell. It's really going to depend on what my situation is and how I'm feeling after the World Cup and the Asian Games.
Coach,
having said that,
yes.
why messing with it? Diba? It's a good formula that we have with Jolas, with him coaching and me as a consultant behind the bench. So, like I said, there's a lot of variables.
Coach, balik ka na lang dito sa studio. Tanong natin. Marami pa, Coach. Mga 20 pa to tanong Pero thank you again for your time, Coach. Sorry, Coach. Kakusapin ko pa yung Pumse na nag-golden. Thank you once again, Coach. Congratulations to you. All the best. That was Head Coach Chot Reyes steering Gilas Pilipinas to a gold medal finish at the 32nd Southeast Asian Games. Thanks, Coach.